This is the beginning band. As you can see, there's a lot of them. This is, I think, the biggest group we've ever had on this stage, just for one group. And we're going to have a few friends come out and join us in a moment. But we have 5th, 6th, and even a couple of 7th graders out here playing some beginning songs. The first song we're going to do is called Ora Lee. It's a traditional folk song from the Civil War era. It was written from the point of view of a soldier who's missing someone back home while he's fighting in the Civil War. But if there's any Elvis fans here, you might know it by its alternate title, Love Me Tender, because Elvis took that melody, wrote a new set of lyrics to it, and used it as a hit 100 years later. So this is Ora Lee. Next up is a classic that you all probably sang when you were 5 years old, but you sang a different version of it. You probably sang Old MacDonald Had a Farm and made a bunch of animal noises, but this is Old MacDonald Had a Band, and you're going to hear all the different sections of the band have their own turn to play. And our very own Milan is going to be conducting. Give me a hand. Super fun, and it's also very basic structure of a rock and roll song, which is a 12-bar blues song, but written for beginning bands to play. So we asked our friends in the high school band if they would come and join us, along with a couple of 6th grade percussionists. So welcome our friends in the high school band. Come on, guys. Come on. So first, you're going to hear the song, how it's written for us to play, and then you're going to hear a few of our favorite friends in the high school band take a couple of solos and have some fun with it. And I get to do my favorite part of conducting a song, which is nothing. Because Eleanor Bourne's going to conduct it, I'm just going to stand back there. Sailor's Holiday. It's by a composer named Mark Williams, and it's based on the traditional English sea shanty, What Do You Do with a Drunken Sailor? It's not that tune, but you'll hear a lot of that tune within this tune. Apparently what you do with a drunken sailor is you send him on holiday. Hence the title, Sailor's Holiday. Our second song is one of, I think, the greatest pop songs of all time. 2 minutes of just pure pop perfection. It is by the great soul singer, James Brown. If you ever had a chance to see him, you'll know why they call him the hardest working man in show business, because he would sing, he would dance, he'd do all kinds of crazy stuff on stage. And this is, I think, a really nice arrangement of his, probably his most famous hit, I Got You, I Feel Good. You'll be asking, well, what does that mean? Struck by the Ray is actually the name of a Yankton Sioux chief. His Yankton name is Palanea Pape. He was known as a peacekeeper. He acted to help keep peace between various native tribes and the United States government while the U.S. was expanding westward in the 1850s and 60s and 70s. He was well regarded on both sides, both by the U.S. government as well as by many native tribes. So he was quite the leader and quite well respected in his time. And he sort of disappeared in history. So William Owens, who's one of the great composers for beginning and intermediate bands, wrote this piece in tribute to Struck by the Ray. It's one of these songs that kind of has a double meaning. So La Bruja means the witch. And it's often sung to little kids. The witch has stolen me away and turned me into a stove and turned me into a pumpkin, are actually some of the lyrics. And then some of the lyrics have kind of a double meaning. So parents, before you look it up. You might want to look at it first before you show it to your kid. But it's a really fun song. This is called La Cuba. And we left one of the friends out here. You want to test that out? So Ethan, who is in our percussion section, I forgot to list him, he's also a guitar player. So he's going to be playing guitar with us for it. This is La Cuba.
Our first piece is going to be Rhapsody in Blue by George Gershwin.
This piece is originally 15 minutes long and has a lot of piano solos in it. What do you enjoy?
Our next piece is Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, composed by John Williams and arranged by Johnny Vincent.
Fun fact about the arranger Johnny Vincent is that he's arranged over 200 songs and is in the Alabama Music Hall of Fame.
One fun fact about our composer, John Williams, is that he is one of the most accomplished composers of all time, composing other movies you've probably seen like Indiana Jones, Superman, Harry Potter, and so many more.
The movies of the Star Wars franchise were always made better by John Williams' compositions, and I hope you enjoy.
right, everyone. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for coming here tonight. My name is Julia Castleman. I am the general music teacher and choir director for the John F. Ryan Elementary School, and this, in front of me, is the amazing Ryan Choir. All right, so we have two awesome songs to share with you guys tonight. The first one is called Finding the Sunshine by Jim Papoulis. So Jim Papoulis is an amazing choir director and also composer. So he specifically wrote this song about his students and the way that they view the world and how it's a very positive and awesome thing, which is awesome and so true. So we have that to share with you. And then we are doing a song called Buana Awa Bariki. That is a Swahili traditional song. So it is not in English, which is very impressive for these singers to learn and to be able to sing. And we have two soloists. The first one is in 6th grade. We have B. Lamb. And then the second one, and then our second soloist will be Mayla Bennington. So thank you guys so much for supporting these awesome young musicians tonight, and we hope you enjoy.
It lives in me. My name is Daniel Daly. I am the music teacher and the choir director at the Wynn Middle School. I'm also a native of Tewksbury and a graduate, class of 14, so always happy to come back to this building. Thank you all so much for coming. It's really wonderful for me and the students and all of us to look out and see this room filled, especially this room. So please, thank you very, very much for coming out tonight. Yes, please, round of applause for yourselves. A wise man once told me, without you guys, it's just rehearsal. So we've got one song prepared for you today, Hakuna Matata from The Lion King. So I hope you enjoy it. The music for The Lion King was composed by Elton John, but the lyrics, not by Bernie Taupin, who many of you might know was Elton John's longtime collaborator, but Tim Rice. So in case you don't know who Tim Rice is, the list of people he's worked with is incredible. He's got Andrew Lloyd Webber, Elton John, of course, as well as Alan Menken, who did Aladdin and Little Shop of Horrors, and of course ABBA, who you might be hearing later tonight. If you don't know, Hakuna Matata is a Swahili phrase that means, well, we're going to say what the song means. I'm sure you know. So why don't we get to that?
It's our poetry. 6. You're going to hear from 3, unfortunately not 6, soloists in this piece. You're going to hear from Julia Baruchik, Kayla Amara, and Ava Dasari.